The theme of implementing India is very appropriate. We're no longer debating India's growth potential or the opportunities that India offers. We've now reached the time for action and implementation. So, in other words, what action must each stakeholder take, and how can we implement those actions in the most effective and successful manner? Whether it's the stakeholders in the private sector companies like DuPont, or a public institution, whether it's the government and its various policy-making arms, or a non-governmental organization, all must come together to script the India growth story by taking concrete actions. I think there's wide consensus that India will continue to sustain 7 to 9% growth. But individual and collective decisions and actions will determine if India can grow faster and whether this growth can be more inclusive. The private sector is a key stakeholder and plays a significant role both on its own and through collaborative partnerships with the public sector and other players. Inclusive growth has to be on the top of everyone's agenda. For instance, at DuPont, we're using market-driven science to develop inclusive innovations. More than 75% of our investments in research and development are aimed at innovations that address several global megatrends. These include the challenges of feeding the world, of reducing dependence on fossil fuels, and of keeping people and the environment safe, and providing science-based solutions in the most rapidly growing markets across the globe. These megatrends, by definition, require us to be inclusive in scope and focus. They address the global needs of the majority of the world's population, and especially in fast-growing countries with young populations like India. We're not alone. I know other organizations are also working in similar areas in order to address human needs around the world. There's a wide consensus that India will continue to sustain 7 to 9% growth over the next few years. And India's strong resilience during the recent global economic crisis was amazing. Now it's time for individual and collective decisions and actions that will determine whether India can grow faster and how it can make this growth inclusive. My India team assures me that India can reach double-digit growth if some key reforms were to happen in agriculture, infrastructure, energy, and a few other sectors. I have full confidence in the Indian government's leadership, their vision, and their commitment to make it happen.